Hey guys, I'm here today to share with you a bins haul. I know I have not done a regular bins haul in a while and I've just really been doing the thrift with me's, and it's for a few reasons. One, it's winter so I have less lighting and just less time to film, and two, since it's winter it's cold and I film a lot of my bins hauls outside because it's just easier to show you guys the stuff out of my car as opposed to bringing it in and then showing you. But today I'm doing something a little bit different. It's still a bins haul, but I went to the bins yesterday to meet Carrie and I was there for 4 hours, and I actually didn't stay till close because it was almost closed, but it was my sister's birthday, so I left at like 6:30 to get to her birthday dinner. I actually spent, let's see, does it say? I hate the receipt. Okay, I got 54 pounds of shoes and 52 pounds of soft lines, which is $1.29 when you get over 50 pounds. And so I spent $149.76. Normally I would be listing almost everything I pick up on Poshmark, but actually I'm hoping to be leaving for South Korea to study in March. So I don't want to bring in that much inventory. I'm hoping that I can have someone do my shipping for me while I'm out of the country, but that's not part of this video. So anything I picked up that I think my Crossroads or Buffalo Exchange will purchase, and it's like in season because they only buy in season stuff, it will be going to them. I'm gonna hope to flip my $149.76 quickly and at least get my investment back from them. So I'm going to show you guys everything I picked up. It's currently unsorted behind me. We're going to go through it together and sort it, and you get to see what I picked up. So actually yesterday was a pretty crappy day. Luckily I did have good luck in the shoes. There were definitely some shoe shoppers there, but there were tons of sneakers like running shoes and Nikes, which usually go fast in the bins. I'm sure it's similar in your location. There's just always sneaker people. So I actually got a few sneakers today, surprisingly. But okay, I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out. And actually, the first item I'm pulling out, I'm not gonna show you a lot of stuff, but I pick up kids' clothes for Once Upon a Child. Now, sad story. So my Once Upon a Child back in like October, November stopped picking up spring, summer stuff. I just figured their storage unit was full and so they weren't buying it. So I've been putting that stuff to the side, but then they made a post on Facebook that was like store for sale. It said nothing. Like, and even someone commented and they're like, are you selling the store? So yesterday I took in my bin of stuff to sell them on the way to the bins, and they had the sign on the store that said store for sale. So I just went in and talked to her. I'm like, oh, you know, what's going on? Are you guys still buying stuff? And she said they are buying stuff, but if they don't find a buyer for the store by March, then they're gonna close it, I guess. So I'm gonna have to figure out something new if my store doesn't get bought. But that was a very long explanation. So here's like a little, this one's Shein. I actually don't come across a lot of Shein kids clothes, but my Once Upon a Child that I normally sell to does buy Shein, and this is something I think they will buy. So I'm actually going to the bins again tomorrow with my sister because she's over in school and that's what she wants to do. So I will, right now I'm going to be setting the winter kids stuff to the side, then I'm going to take them tomorrow and hope to get like another $45. So this will have to get listed because it's a girl's summer dress. Actually, you know what? I could probably take this to one of the other Once Upon a Child locations. I might do that. So Matilda Jane, girl size 16. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I might set this to the side because normally I list Matilda Jane myself, but honestly it doesn't sell that well. They're not in business anymore if you didn't know. This I found on the floor, so I definitely like checking the floors to see if I can find anything. So this is a Y2K dress. Now I don't have great luck with these style dresses on Poshmark. I think they do better on Depop, which I'm not a Depop seller, and potentially even eBay. Not an eBay seller either. This is Johnny M. So brand doesn't always matter, but I will try this at Buy Sell Trade, but I think it's very unlikely they will buy this currently in January because they only buy in season unless it's a super great piece, and I just think they're gonna pass on this and tell me to bring it back in spring. Also, I didn't say that Buy Sell Trade store video I'm gonna film this weekend. It's gonna be separate, so I will do my regular Buy Sell Trade store style where I show you what they accepted and rejected, and so you know you can get a feel for what Crossroads and Buffalo Exchange buys. So that will be a video coming soon with this bin stuff. I'm gonna skip past most of the kids stuff, like I'll just show you a few examples. This is Free Assembly, which I believe is Walmart, like a girl's little summer tank, which will have to now go into a summer pile. Again, like I have so much kids summer stuff because my location stopped buying, and I'm not going to be here in the summer to sell it to them. So art class is Target. Actually, my location prices art class higher than all the other Target stuff. I don't know why. So I do like picking up art class for them. And oh, this will go to them now. This is a, like maybe a TJ Maxx brand or something. This one was at Goodwill for $4 for a girl shirt. So that will go to them now. Look at this. This little turkey. So unfortunately, my Once Upon a Child won't buy this right now because they're potentially going out of business and they won't be there for winter. So they won't be there for Thanksgiving. So they're not buying those seasonal things. So I can't take that to them now. I'll probably have to take it to a different location. So this is something that I'll sell myself because Crossroads Buffalo Exchange won't take it. It's Bagolini. I don't always go through the purses. I feel like they get really picked over, but then I feel like they get picked over with like the name brand. Like if there's a Kate Spade, Michael Kors, Coach, those go fast. And I have found a vintage Y2K Dooney and Burke in the bag rotation, and someone stole it out of my cart. That was a couple months ago. So usually like some lesser known brand bags can slip by. And so Bagolini, I guess it just kind of, you know, doesn't look the cutest, but there is a following. They're like good travel bags. This was at Goodwill for $7. I've definitely picked them up at Goodwill before to resell. I think that this is a $25 sale. Oh my gosh, here's another bag that I kind of want to list myself, but again, I'm trying to cut back on the amount, not the amount I'm listing, the stuff like potential death pile items for if I leave the country. Look at this. It's a Y2K bag. How do I know that? Because there's literally a patch on here that says 2006. So it says Market 9, Victoria 2006. So there's the little patch. And so this is the kind of stuff I mean. I mean, like the Y2K Depop girlies, they will go, oh, there's a stain I totally missed. That's the back at least. Still, like those girls do go through the bags when they're there, but I don't know, this one was just sitting there, so I grabbed it. It's got a really nice leather strap, and I don't know, the inside's not that exciting. So I think I will throw this in my buy sell trade store pile. They're pretty picky with bags, and especially since this is stained, they probably will pass on it, but you know, I'm just trying to get stuff out of the house. Actually, you know what? I want to look this up first. I'm just curious, so I'm going to set that to the side to look up. If those are going for a lot, then I will be selling it. Okay, here's another bag. I think this is the only other bag I got of, again, like picked over bins, but stuff people don't look up. This is, again, another nylon bag, like the Bagolini. And nylon bags, like, are just, if they're branded, I look them up because they're usually like travel bags. So this has a lot of branding all over the place. It is called E-Bags. Here is the logo there. And I looked it up, and these sell often on Poshmark. And again, all my comps I do on Poshmark because I only sell there. These are like travel bags, anti-theft, like credit card stuff. And these bags seem to be selling frequently from like $20 to $35. Not this exact style, just the brand. There is a spot on the back, but I'm scratching at it in the bins and I think it should come out. So hopefully that's a $20 to $25 sale. Usually my cost of goods in the bins is around $1.50 to $2 per piece, depending on what I pick up that day. But again, this is going to be a little different because I'm going to try everything I can at Buy Sell Trade first. This is the Nines by Hatch, Hatch is a great bolo brand, but this is the Target line. I did pick up this dress because it's cute and it says XXL. Honestly, it's probably really not worth that much, but I did, like, especially if it's oversaturated, I did not check Poshmark. It's a midi dress, but since it was an XXL, I decided to grab it. Maybe I can get 15, so that's a me list. Okay, this I saw sitting in a hard goods bin, and it's just like a shaggy, ginormous pillowcase. Unfortunately, it is stained on the back, but really not too bad. And you know, it's like a decorative thing, so I don't think people care as much. So I saw this sitting in the hard goods bin, and I don't really go through the hard goods bin. It was just like across from the shoes, and I saw it, and it is Pottery Barn. So Pottery Barn, Crate and Barrel, it's like restoration hardware. Those are all home goods brands I will pick up. Now, I'm really bad at listing hard goods, but since this is a pillowcase, I feel like, you know, I'll just take a few pictures and measurements and hopefully it will sell. I don't know how much. That one is actually pretty heavy. That probably weighs like close to 2 pounds. I grabbed this towel for the animal shelter because they take towels and blankets for the dogs. And oh my gosh, there's a bunch of dust or glitter. This is an interesting find. I grabbed them because I was unfamiliar with the brand and they're like a slight flare leg jean. The brand is Revived. I think, is it actually? I don't think they're Revived. You search though. It says Revived Pence 1979. And when I searched them, it just, you look up Pence 1979, it comes up. These jeans are, here, I'll throw out the website, hundreds of dollars, like $300, $400, $500. I checked Poshmark and I didn't do in-depth comps and they were, there's like one sold. So, and almost none listed. It's not a very popular brand. Goodwill had them at 7 and they never sold. So I just like, people don't know what they're, I don't think. But I'm actually going to be taking these to buy, sell, trade because there's, maybe I'll check comps one more time. But because it was like one sold and like, I don't even remember if there were any listed, I just don't think people are searching for it. So if buy, sell, trade wants this style and then they see how much it retails for, I think they would price these at like $30, $40. But I'll check comps one more time just to make sure I'm not taking them a pair of jeans that will sell for $100. I will try these at buy, sell, trade since I said I'm taking everything to buy, sell, trade, but I don't know if they'll buy these. They're just women's Eddie Bauer hiking pants. I sold a plus size pair a while ago that sold like in a month for $20 maybe. Goodwill had these at 7. I would only pick these up at the bins because I don't really like selling Eddie Bauer, but I don't know, I kind of like the color of these and hiking pants can do okay. And I mean, pretty soon we're going to be in like hiking season, crazy enough. So, you know, I will try these at buy, sell, trade first. These are 2 kids brands to know. So these are Ruffle Butts. I've only sold their swimsuits and they sell for like 15. But Carrie handed me this and there's the Ruffle Butt. This is a girl's one piece. So I will take this to Once Upon a Child because I don't know how much it will sell for. And, you know, they might buy it right now. And if they don't, I'll just list it. And then this one I'm going to be listing myself. It is a good kids brand to know. Kate Quince. And I think I have like one listed from them. This one is so cute. It's a tiger one piece. That's a tiger, right? Yeah. So this will get listed and probably sold for like 15 to 20. This will be going to buy, sell, trade. It is unbranded and my buy, sell, trades, they don't, the Crossroads Buffalo Exchange, they don't buy like fast fashion brands, like almost never. I occasionally see an H&M piece and a like Princess Polly occasionally, but they're really like cracking down on not bringing those in. So this is unbranded. It says on the interior tag, it says fashion, so it's fashion. But this was actually at Goodwill for $13. It never sold. It is a quilted jacket. Oh, and see, it was probably new with tags at one point with that little dangly thing. So this will be going to buy, sell, trade. I think I could sell it based on style for like $15, $20 if they don't buy it because of brand. But hopefully they'll buy it and maybe price it at like 18 since it's unbranded. And normally I would say I would get half of that because when I take stuff to them, I usually take the trade credit, which is 50% of what they price it at. But I will be taking the cash, which will be so hard for me. But I'm trying not to bring things into my house, even like with buy, sell, trade. My Goodwill zip tie is the more expensive items, so $12. They don't want anyone switching tags on that. So my Crossroads and Buffalo Exchange used to really love vintage, and apparently they're being more selective with vintage, so I don't know if they'll take this, but they did buy a few vintage things from me last time I went. This is just like a long knit vintage cardigan, and I'm assuming it's vintage because of the slight yellowing to the fiber. There are no interior tags. I would assume it's handmade and potentially wool. I mean, it doesn't feel soft enough to be Angora. You know what? It might just be polyester. It's not very soft, but I figured they would just bring this in based on style. Okay, we can go through some shoes. So these are Born. And I do pick up Born shoes to sell when they're in good condition. I think these are women's. They're size 10. They look like they'd be a men's style, but I think they're women's because they don't seem big enough to be a men's 10. They were at Goodwill for $7 and never sold. I really only pick up Born in the Bins unless it's a substantial boot because those can do well. These are in really good condition, and normally I would just list them, but might as well try them at Buy Sell Trade. They might buy them. These I grabbed. They were like the bottom of the bin. No one grabbed them, and I was unfamiliar with the brand. It says Tatami, and I googled it, and that is actually a word for Japanese like sleeping straw they use to sleep on, like mats. And this is actually a Birkenstock's line that I don't think they make anymore, and that's actually why I looked them up, because they kind of looked like Birkenstocks and they were branded in leather. So Birkenstocks made this line at one point, so I did grab these interesting sandals. I will be listing these myself because they're out of season, so Crossroads Bubble Exchange won't buy them. I grabbed these mules with the intention to take to Buy Sell Trade. They are actually Faded Glory, but they're vintage Faded Glory, which is, you know, the Walmart brand. Do they even make that anymore? Is that just like an old Walmart brand? I thought they would buy these little woven mules though, maybe for $18, $20. So I did decide to give these guys a pickup. Then I found these Danceco's, which I've heard people recently saying they haven't had great luck with Danceco, but I still picked them up. Of course, always do the bendy test on every pair of Danceco. So just bend it and twist it to make sure the footbed doesn't crack, because I found tons in the bins with cracked footbeds or that just fall apart as soon as you bend them a little bit. These are $37. I feel like I could take these to Buy Sell Trade, but honestly, they need a little bit of a cleanup, and I don't want to have to clean anything to take to Buy Sell Trade. If I'm going to invest time cleaning it, I'm going to list it. Then I was happy to find these Olakais, and I actually just found one, so I thought I would only find one, but I did end up finding the mate, and this is Olakai. Their logo is this fish hook. If you didn't know, it's like, I think a Hawaiian fish hook. And these are actually my dad's size, and this is his favorite shoe brand, so these will be offered to him first, unfortunately. I actually found a lot of Danceco's this day, and that's why I feel like there weren't a lot of shoe people there. I actually don't know when they rotated shoes. They sometimes do shoes only once, but often twice. I don't know. I'm not there enough to know the schedule, but I got there around like 2, and I don't think they rotated shoes the entire time. Normally I start by going to the shoes, but I actually went and said hi to Carrie, and we dug for a little bit together, and then I made my way over to the shoes maybe an hour and a half after I got there. So I mean, they've been out for a while, and I still found lots of stuff. And I saw Rhonda. I've seen Rhonda a few times at the bins, and she actually found some shoes as well. So I found these Danceco's. They're just sandals. Again, I have seen at my Buy Sell Trade stores buy Danceco's, but these are out of season. Also, I mean, they could use some leather conditioner, so these are a me list. Okay, so now I think we're getting into some of the athletic shoes. These are just boy Nikes. I will list these myself. They're clean, so don't need to invest any time into these, so they should be a $15 to $20 sale. That's usually what I get for kids Nikes. So then I found these, also kids, and I'm kind of wondering, you know, when you think, like, you find an expensive pair of shoes in the bins that's like Nike, and you're like, why did no one get these? There must be something wrong. They must be fake. These, I don't know. That's always when I see Nikes, because every bins location I've ever been to is so competitive with sneakers. But these are kids, tie-dye, and I actually have a pair of these listed. This is a collab with a famous athlete. I forgot who. They were $10 at Goodwill, and so they didn't sell at Goodwill, and then I'm the one who found them in the bins, who knows nothing about sneakers. They do seem like they probably could use a wipe down on the toes. I mean, the tread isn't too worn down, so I don't know. If you didn't know, Nike, I'm sure you do know, but Nike on the interior tag has all the information a reseller could ever want. Man, if every brand did that. So these were made in 2021, 2022, and then there's a style code on there. They're a youth 6. There were tons of Nikes in the bins, and I'm not a sneaker seller, so I left most of them. But I figured, even if for some reason these are undesirable, again, still $15, $20 sale. I grabbed these little rain boots for Once Upon a Child. They're just Walmart Wonder Nation. I don't take them a lot of Walmart, but these are really clean, good condition, in season, and they were actually pretty lightweight for snow boots, probably because they're cheap. I grabbed them these Cat and Jack girls flats. I mean, I don't know if you could say flats are in season, but like they're just classic black flats. So hopefully they buy those. These are for me to list. They're kids natives. I don't think I've ever sold this style before. Here's the logo native. Honestly, like these ones are kind of yellowed on the side, so I'll have to scrub them, but they're still gonna be yellowed. Natives, like in this condition, sell for like $14, but they're lightweight and there's a following, so I do pick them up. And actually, even though they're yellowed, the tread is in really good condition. Usually the tread gets pretty worn down. They were $3 at Goodwill. I will also be listing these myself just because I feel like my payout won't be high enough from Once Upon a Child to take them there. They are kids Supergas. So I've never sold a kids Superga before. They were $4 at Goodwill, which is a steal in my opinion. And they're just like a cute little leather croc print. I mean, I sell adult Supergas anywhere from like $20 to $30 depending on the style. But I feel like I could get at least $20 for these. So I grabbed them. I'll show you these and we'll go back to some clothes just in case you're not a shoes person, but I do have like a bag and a half more shoes to show you guys. These are little kid Pumas. I grabbed them because they're pretty clean, good condition. I will take them to Once Upon a Child, but I figured that I could sell them if they don't want them. Okay, here's a boutique brand that I feel like has been sold at Anthropologie in the past, but like this feels kind of cheap. This is Moon River, and I think I have actually sold some Moon River on Poshmark before. So normally I would list this dress, but again, I'm just taking stuff to Crossroads for the purpose of trying to get cash quickly. This is a very pretty dress, but again, it feels kind of cheap, so I don't know if they'll bring this one in. I might have to end up listing it myself. This will be going to this will be going to Crossroads Buffalo Exchange. It is vintage Wrangler, and I'm just realizing there's not a size, maybe it's on the interior, but actually my Crossroads and Buffalo Exchange will bring things in without a size. They might ask like, oh, do you know what size this is? And they'll still buy it if you say no. They'll measure it actually. Anyway, this is a vintage pearl snap, so it actually may be worth money, but doesn't matter. I'm taking it there, and if they don't buy it, that's when I'll list it. I actually grabbed this New with Tags, the limited sweater that was $7 at Goodwill because it's new with tags, and someone in my community is actually doing a clothing drive for the homeless of Chicago. So I already donated them some actually old sweaters I couldn't move, but they're taking like coat sweaters and other stuff. So this was in the bins, new with tags. I decided I will donate it on my way to the gym tonight. I found this at the very end of the night, one of my last finds. It is J. Crew, size large, and it's a very heavy knit cardigan, and I'm actually curious if this is men's or women's, because if it's men's I might just list it myself. It's from fall 2019 and it is actually 100% cotton, so I feel like it could probably use a sweater shave, but if this is men's I will list it because I've heard from everybody on the internet that men's cardigans just do very well, and this is just giving me men's vibes, honestly. Like it's kind of a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna have to look this one up, and if it's women's it will go to buy, sell, trade. Men's, I'll list it. Here's another blanket I got for the animal shelter. Oh, it's actually at Goodwill for $5. It's just like a homemade baby blanket, and I would keep it for Olive, but she has like 5 billion blankets from the bins, so the puppies get it. I don't know this brand. I feel like it's probably just a cheap boutique brand, Aka, but it was new with tags, and new tags for $60. So I grabbed this to try at buy, sell, trade. I really don't know if they'll buy this or not, but since it was new with tags, I grabbed it. I would not have grabbed it if it wasn't new with tags. Carrie gave me this Free People sweater. It definitely feels like a more dated style, but I just decided I would grab it and try it at buy, sell, trade. Carrie also gave me these J. Crew pants, and they're size 14. They're actually J. Crew factory. I will take these to buy, sell, trade, but I don't know if they'll buy them again because they're a summery piece. In this piece I will be listing myself. It's an American Girl doll dress. I do have okay luck with the American Girl doll lined like girls clothing. I just sold a coat that was actually Bitty Baby, I think, like a girl's Bitty Baby coat that sold in like a month for maybe $20. So I don't know, I don't mind picking it up. This is probably like a $15 to $20 sale. And if you didn't, oh my gosh, there's a little charm logo there. If you didn't know, there's actually an American Girl Dolls wiki. I didn't know until I started listing their clothes. has like every single thing American Girl doll has ever made and all the information. So if you're lucky, you can like Google Lens that and it will come up on American Girl wiki with like whose lookalike dress it was and what year it was produced. And so like collectors, you can put that all in there for American Girl doll collectors. Camo Spanx leggings. Spanx leggings do like okay. They used to be great. I've probably sold these before, honestly. I think I will just be taking these to buy, sell, trade to see if they want them first. They were $5 at Goodwill, and actually that is a price I probably would pay for myself to sell. This is like all the little pile of stuff Carrie gave me. She gave me these Nuatag Talbots pants and Nuatags for $129, marked down to $95. So Talbots I do pick up occasionally. These would have been great for the holidays, but I didn't make it to me in time. I will be listing these myself because I do not think Buy Sell Trade will be purchasing these from me. This is a Hannah Anderson jacket, and actually my Hannah Anderson stuff has been sitting for me. The sun is starting to go down, so sorry about the lighting change. So Hannah Anderson has been sitting for me. This is the tag if you're unfamiliar. Expensive kids clothes. This is actually an older piece too because it doesn't have the US size on it. So I'm gonna try this at Buy Sell Trade because if they purchase this, they will probably, or buy Once Upon a Child, they will probably price it at like $8 to $10, so I get a higher payout. And I don't have to list it, unfortunately, just because it's been sitting for me. Still going on stuff Carrie gave me. Carrie gives me stuff that has resale value, but that she doesn't want to sell because she has like a higher ASP model than I do and less space to store stuff. So this is a logo Lori Goldstein cardigan, and this is a QVC line that honestly doesn't do too well, except plus sizes do okay. So I'll probably try to get like $18 for this button front tie-dyed hem cardigan. And I feel like this is actually, oh, it goes down to my knee, so this could even, well, it wouldn't be a dress, I don't know. Hopefully $18. These are just Zara shorts. Unfortunately, Buy Sell Trade won't buy these now, and I even tried to take them some Zara shorts last summer, and I feel like they probably see like 10 pair every day, so they don't really buy them. Carrie also handed me this little Spanx top. I've actually never sold one of these ones before. It's a size extra small. It's probably like a shapewear top. We'll try it at Buy Sell Trade, but I don't know if they'll buy it. These I picked up to try at Buy Sell Trade. I'm unfamiliar. Carrie gave them to me, but I was like, we'll try them at Buy Sell Trade. London jean chino, but they have a nice big tag there that says quality of silk. So they're 100% silk, and they're 14. And I feel like they're actually a decent style. They're like a straight leg, but kind of look cargo-y. And Crossroads really likes to pick stuff up based on fabric content. So since they are silk, I do think they will purchase these. I grabbed these American Eagle jeans. Hopefully they're in good condition. I did try to check them over, but usually when I find American Eagle in the jeans, they're pretty beat. This is a too short, and they're the mom jean. Goodwill wanted 7. They never sold. I don't think my Crossroads Buffalo Exchange buy American Eagle, so I will be selling those myself. And I especially like picking up American Eagle in bigger sizes and the special sizes, so like tall or short, because I mean those are harder to find sizes. So hopefully these are a $18 to $20 sale. Carrie gave me this Bowden top, and I do love to sell Bowden. I'm trying to decide what to do with this piece. This is a slightly newer tag, but it's not the newest one. The newest tag is like big black letter Bowden. Doesn't look like this at all. What do I want to do? This is summery. I'm just gonna sell this myself. I feel like it's too summery for Buy Sell Trade to purchase right now. Oh, Carrie also handed me this plus size Athleta 3X. It's very soft pullover. I've heard plus size Athleta does better than the regular stuff, and I was considering taking this to Buy Sell Trade, but I think while I was looking it over, there's some spots on it that I'll need to clean up, so it might need to go through the wash, so I'll sell that myself. These are J. Crew corduroys, size 26 petite. They were $8 at Goodwill and never sold. And I will say, guys, my Goodwills have changed their half off. So like once a week there was a half off color, like pink tag, so this would have gone down to $4, but they're not doing that anymore. They got rid of all discounts, and apparently they're doing like special discounts now. So like my sisters were there a few days ago and I think it was buy one get one half off of the whole store, but I don't know. I'm sure there was some sort of stipulation that seemed like too good to be true. So I don't know, I have to go thrifting for myself. But again, I'm trying to avoid the thrift store and spending the large chunk of money on inventory when I'm trying to save for leaving the country. So here are the J. Crew cords. What is the style on these? The 9-inch vintage straight. So they're not as skinny. So I will be taking these to Crossroads. This is actually a Matilda Jane piece. I don't know this line, 435. I was reading that backwards. Yeah, I think that's right. Matilda Jane, size 12. So it was $4 at Goodwill, never sold. This is something that I would usually list myself and hope to get like $12 for, but I'm gonna throw it to Once Upon a Child because they do price that high and it is a fall piece. Carrie also gave me these Spanx, size extra large. That's a good size. I'm surprised she didn't want these. These ones I will be selling myself because I don't think Buy Sell Trade will take these Spanx. Okay, I found this in a new rotation. I didn't actually line up for any new clothing rotations this day, but like one had just rotated by where I was and I just kind of looked and I saw this print sticking out and I knew what it was. It is a Packed skirt. So Packed is an organic cotton brand that is pretty popular right now. And it actually doesn't have a high retail. I mean, you know, if you were buying this new, it's probably like a $40 skirt, which is not cheap, but like for pieces that have good resale value, it actually doesn't have that high of a retail, but it is a sought after brand right now. This will be getting listed on Poshmark just because it does sell pretty fast and it's popular, and to spring summer for Buy Sell Trade. I found this Levi's t-shirt to take to Crossroads Buffalo Exchange Buy Sell Trade. It was $4 at Goodwill, and I actually probably would have picked this up half off to take to them because I have sold them similar Levi's t-shirts before. Okay, Carrie handed me this J. Crew piece. This feels a little summery to take to Buy Sell Trade, but I think I'm gonna try it just because, you know, I have tons of J. Crew, so if they want it, they can have it. Here is, did I show the tag? I feel like this is like a 2015 tag. Let me look. It's from 2017, a couple years off. This is the last bag of clothes and then we'll finish out with some shoes. Carrie threw me this Theory piece. I believe this is Men's Theory. This is their newer tag. And it's a thermal knit. I have a feeling that Buy Sell Trade will for sure buy this and probably price it at least $24. This stuff is all hard for me to not list because it's solid bread and butter for me, but I really want that cash. So it will be even harder for me not to take the in-store credit unless for some reason I'm in that store and I'm walking out with like stacks of Doan and Vuori and Reformation. I am taking the cash. Even Reformation's not selling that well recently. This is Cloth and Stone. We'll try it at Buy Sell Trade because it is a very soft button front piece. Unfortunately, this one does not say for Anthropologie. No, it's not the RN one, so this one probably just like sold at TJ Maxx or something. Sorry, the lighting I know is changing, but we're finishing out. Carrie also gave me this Anthropologie piece. It's just the Buy Anthro tag, and this one's like a little bit summery to take Buy Sell Trade, but I'm gonna try it. Oh my gosh, I have to show you these. Carrie gave me these amazing kids North Face shorts. They say, well, North Face right there and a pocket right there. I don't know any children, so I have no children to give these to, and I feel like they're not worth listing, so these will just go to a Buy Sell Trade. What are these? Oh, Carrie threw these back and I was like, girl, why'd you throw these back? But she didn't want them. They are Justar Raw, which is an expensive denim brand. I feel like they make women's too. I think I've only sold it in men's. So I did grab these jeans. I don't know if this is intentional distressing or not. It could go either way. So I'll try these at Buy Sell Trade first. I mean, these probably retailed for close to $200. Also going to Buy Sell Trade, an item Carrie gave me. This is Knitted and Knotted for Anthropologie. That is the little charm. I don't know if they still make this line for Anthropologie. So this is definitely an older piece, but I feel like it's something my Buy Sell Trade would buy. They like funky artsy stuff. So this is like a wool printed midi dress. I do know that there's a spot there. Oh, I didn't see that side. So I'm gonna have to like scratch this out because I had to scratch one out on the other side as well. So hopefully, since it's wool, they'll buy this. This is an item I'm selling because it's a swimsuit tankini It is actually Athleta. It's got a little strap detail here. It is a 38 BC with built-in cups. Hopefully this is like a $20 sale. I'm kind of wondering when this is from. It feels like maybe 2018. It is from 2017. Okay, let me know if any of you guys know this brand. I'm gonna look it up because it is a children's 100% wool sweater from the brand Serendipity. And oh, it's got fuzzies on it. Sometimes these like unique boutique children's brands can go for a lot. So if it's not worth reselling, it will just go to Once Upon a Child. I've never actually picked up this brand before. It is Aqua and it's a collab with whatever that says. I have no idea. I really don't have interest in selling Aqua. I think it can be sold at Nordstrom. But my buy sell trade stores do actually purchase it and price it kind of high. So these are unfortunately a summery pant. I'm gonna have to put them to the side for them because I won't take them now. But they were $5 at Goodwill, never sold. They're just like a wide leg summery pant. Do I want to take them? No, I know they won't buy these now. And that was actually the last clothing item, so we're gonna finish out with the rest of the shoes, which actually there's a lot of shoes left. I grabbed these Vans kids shoes. They are high top suede and they've got this Velcro. There is some spots on the toe of this shoe, but I still grabbed them because I think these are a $15 to $20 sale. I had never, oh, there's a rubber band. Luckily, my Goodwills are pretty good about rubber banding the matches together. This is a brand I'd never heard of before, Vask. And the reason I looked them up is they looked like good quality and they have the Vibram sole. So again, I feel like if the sneaker people were there, this is a pair that would have gone as soon as the bins rotated, but they were still there when I made my way over there. So these looked like maybe they could be $25, $30. I don't know where they're sold. These seem like outdoor hiking shoes. I probably could take these to buy, sell, trade, but I'm kind of interested to see how they do. So I'll be listing these myself. I grabbed these girls Crocs. I mean, I guess they could be boys as well, but they're very pink. And I will be listing these myself because I like selling Crocs and these ones are actually in really good shape. So maybe like $15 for these ones. I actually got a good amount of kid shoes for myself to sell. These are Camper. Camper is a very good brand, adult brand, but these are actually kids, and I've sold kids Camper before, but definitely remember this brand for adults. Their shoes retail for like $150 to $200. So these are kids, little sparkly shoes that I can hopefully get around $20 for. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. These are kids flaming Converse high tops. So I was happy to find these, and they're pretty clean. I'll wipe down the toes a little bit, but I'm like very happy with the condition on these. I leave so many Converse behind just in Vans and like all those classic sneaker brands because they get beat. I guess those are like the two classic sneaker brands. Then these ones also have a Velcro strap, so those are super cool. And then I found these girls sparkle rainbow Vans, and actually these guys didn't have laces in them, so I found a pair of kids Converse that were really beat, no one was gonna buy, and I took the laces out of those and put them in here. First I like tied this one up to make sure it would fit okay. So now these can be sold, and instead of both of those pairs of shoes going to the landfill, only one will go to the landfill, and I saved these guys. I actually found this Trader Joe's bag in the bins, and I took stuff home in it because if you didn't know, at the Romeoville location, you can't like roll your cart on a scale. You have to pick everything up and put it on a scale on the table. So I try to bag everything first. So I used this bag, but it will be going to my mom. I mean, it looks like it was at Goodwill, but no price. So my mom can have this as a grocery store bag. I've been having pretty bad luck with Allbirds, but I did pick these ones up because they're purple and they're high tops, but these will be going to buy, sell, trade first to see if they want them. But if not, I figured I could at least list them. I'm gonna look these ones up and just see how comps are because this is a popular artist. If you didn't know, Keith, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say his last name, but he does this style. I think he's passed away, but he did this like people style of art. I'm sure you're familiar with it. So these are actually an H&M collab, and so some H&M collabs can do well. And if this is a pair of shoes that's going for like 25 and up, I'll probably sell them myself, but if they're not, they'll go to buy, sell, trade. And these were at Goodwill for $7. I grabbed these J. Crew factory shoes. They're just kind of like a classic point toe flat, and I know they're the factory line because of those 2 dots underneath. Now, if these were just a little bit cleaner, I would probably take them to buy, sell, trade, but they've got stickers in them I'm gonna have to take out, and I'm also going to have to use acetone to remove this price on the bottom. So for the work getting put in, I'll list them and hope to get 20. I also found these Fry shoes at the bottom of a bin. No one even like looked at them to see what they were. Kind of unassuming, but I saw, where did I see the logo first? I think I saw the logo first on the sole and was like, oh, Fry. And then I looked at them. So there's the Fry logo there. And they are like a little leather Oxford? No, is it? What's this called? Saddle shoe? I don't know. But they were $7 at Goodwill, and honestly I probably would have paid that because I think I can get at least 25 for these. I'm not going to take them to buy, sell, trade because they kind of have some like toe indents from the person's foot because it's really soft leather. So I'm going to list these, leather condition them, hope to get about $25 to $35. Fry shoes that aren't their boots definitely sell for less. These are at Sam Edelman, and they're definitely older Sam Edelman because Sam Edelman does not make this logo anymore. They have upgraded to like a cursive SE. So this is an older style, but I figured like it's so cute though. It's like kind of, would you consider that a Mary Jane? I don't think so. I don't know. It's got like a caged detail. Again, I would try these at buy, sell, trade, but again, I have to remove the price on the bottom. They were $10 at Goodwill, and I do not pay $10 for almost any Sam Edelman. Maybe a pair of tall leather like riding boots, but I can get like heels and newer styles at Last Chance for like $5 to $6. So I really don't pick up Sam Edelman from Goodwill because I do like to price it higher. And I know for you guys, like some of you guys, your shoe prices may be really crazy high where you are. We do have some crazy high shoe prices, but usually Sam Edelman is priced like $7 to $12, which to me is high. Like $12 is high. So these are so cute. Also, I've heard my buy, sell, trade stores tell multiple people that they don't have luck with heels, so they really don't buy them. Here's another pair of Allbirds I grabbed to try at buy, sell, trade. They're green, so I'm assuming these are like a limited edition color. They're a woman's 7. Unfortunately, there's a price on the bottom, but I think maybe I can get away with that not looking like a price and just take it to them. I was so happy to see these Sorels in the bins, but since they were still in the bins, I figured there was something wrong with them, and there is. The heels on these guys are pretty worn down, so that's a bummer, but I have sold Sorels with worn down heels like this because like this, it doesn't go into the shoe. It's just like there's no heel anymore. Someone really loved these guys. This style is so cool. I'm assuming these retailed anywhere from $250 to $300. Someone is still going to give me at least $30 for these, even with the flawed heel. I'm telling you, I sell flawed Sorels all the time. So if they were in good condition, these would probably be $70+ sale, but I'm gonna go for like 30 on these guys. And I actually even looked to see if they're my size, even though they're not really my style. It's like 20 degrees outside right now. I found these Uggs. There were actually a decent amount of Uggs in the bins this day, probably because my Goodwill prices them too high to sell. These are $20, and a lot of people who go into the thrift store aren't looking to spend $20 on their boots. So found these, and I found a few other pair. Unfortunately, I had to throw back a single Ugg that was similar to this style. I will say I have better luck with like utilitarian style Uggs as opposed to the classic style Uggs we all think of. These do have like a little bit of pulling up on the heel, but I've sold a lot of boots with that before. These will probably be a $35 sale. I did find these Rag and Bone booties, and I've actually sold these before, maybe for like $45. Unfortunately, these ones are not in good, not as good of condition. As you can see here, the toe definitely has some scratching that I like can't even leather condition, or like the leather is scratched down in there. And I also have to do some cleaning on them. The heel's pulling up a little bit right there, but since they're Rag and Bone, I figured like these are like $200 boots. I could probably get 25 for them. Sorry, you can't see the logo. I found these Coach shoes, and they're very like, I don't even think you can say Y2K. These are definitely like 2010s Coach shoes. Are they? No, they're not missing laces. It's supposed to be slip-on. I had a French teacher in like 6th grade who wore these all the time. So funny. And then she ended up being my teacher in high school as well. I didn't even notice Goodwill had these at $25. I'm probably gonna list these at $25 and hope to get like 20. I actually found another pair of Coach shoes. These are Coach flip-flops and they're actually from the Poppy line, or else I probably wouldn't have picked them up. So where does it even say that? How did I know they're from? Maybe they're not the Poppy line. I think these are from the Poppy line, but it doesn't say. Unfortunately, the footbed is pretty dirty. If I thought they were worth more, I would clean the footbed, but like if I clean them, it's not gonna add that much more value to them. So I'm just gonna sell them as is, maybe for $15 to $18. Here is a pair of vintage 9 West cowboy boots, and cowboy boots are a solid seller from pretty much any brand that makes good quality leather boots. So like even these vintage 9 West ones, I think could go for $40-ish, but I'm gonna take them to buy, sell, trade because they're in good shape and get my cash. Here's another pair of shoes I picked up for buy, sell, trade. They do buy funky things. So I did decide to try these guys out at buy, sell, trade. They're men's Dragonfly loafers, smoking loafers, and the brand is Talia. And I looked it up and I mean, they feel like decent quality. Is it a leather? No, it's probably a rubber bottom. So they feel like okay quality, but I think they're more just like an Amazon brand, like an Amazon brand that like retails for 50 to 70, but still an Amazon brand. So we'll see if buy, sell, trade wants these based off the style. They were $7 at Goodwill originally. Here is another pair of UGG boots. These ones are again a more utility style, so I think they should do pretty well. I'm so bummed that I only found the one of the UGG boot because it had a Vibram sole, so I hate singles at the bins. It makes me sad. Oh, these ones are also a small size. I forgot. These ones are a US 4, so I don't know if these are kids or adults, but maybe since they're a tiny size, either a really big kid size or small adult, they'll be like a $25 sale. But if these were like a standard adult size, I think I could get anywhere from $30 to $40 for them. I found these good condition kids Crocs. I love getting Crocs, especially when I don't have to clean them because they're kind of a pain in the butt to clean. Probably will wipe them down a little bit, but these should be like a $15 sale once they're clean. I found these Cole Haan sandals and I will pick up Cole Haan occasionally. It's very style dependent for me because they've been around for a long time, so there's definitely a lot of older Cole Haan in the bins. I would say these pair are probably like 2 to 4 years old at the most. So I will list these, and they're also in very good condition. I do find a lot of worn down Cole Haan. These are probably a $25 sale, but they retailed for like $120. Here is another pair of Nike sneakers. So I know the sneaker people were not there because these are kind of a cool style. I don't know if these are like a TJ Maxx one because you know you got like the styles that you can only get at Nike and then like the styles you can get everywhere at like TJ Maxx and Kohl's. So I don't know, I thought these were a cool style though. They have like a speckled cork print Nike. I have no idea how much these will go for. I did see the style info though. There it is. They're from 2019 and they are a size 5. No, that's UK. What size are these? Oh, 7.5. Should I take these? I'll take them to buy, sell, trade first because why not, but I don't know if they'll buy them. I thought this was going to be a single, but then I found the mate and I was so excited. They are Fly London. This is a Bolo brand to know. That's what the logo looks like. And they always do like this kind of style. Oh, also this is another logo, that little fly guy. So unfortunately, these ones have a little bit of wear, just like, yeah, to the toe right there. You can kind of see there's some wear and just like some nicks to the leather, but still, even with the wear, these are probably a $30 sale. If they were in better condition, probably a $50 sale. Very happy about these. These are 9 West boots. I pass on a lot of 9 West, but these are like really soft leather. They were $7 at Goodwill and they are a decent style. They do need some leather conditioner, so if they were in better shape, I would take them. to buy sell trade, but since I have to put in the time, I will list them myself and maybe get 25. Our last pair of dance co's, again a summer style. Oh gosh, these are rubber banded really tight. I appreciate that because they didn't get separated. So these are a pink leather sandal. Sometimes these more unique Dansko styles, not the classic clogs, can go for more. I've sold a pair of heeled sandals from Dansko for like 60. So I don't know how much these guys will be worth. Oh my gosh, Goodwill had these for $4. I wonder if that tag is accurate, and if it was accurate, I 100% would have paid $4 for these. And I did the bendy twisty test and they're all good. They also are a bigger style, but I don't see a size. I'll do that. Oh man, is there no size? I hate when that happens because then I have to measure. I went back and forth on these Vionic sandals because the footbed is a little bit dirty and I'm like, do I want to clean these? But Vionic can be a solid seller, and I mean, these are an interesting style. They're also bigger size. I think they're an 11. Also, the bottom is really clean. So hopefully these are a $25 to $30 sale in the summer. Only 3 pairs of shoes left and we are done. It was actually like a pretty decent shoe day, especially for them not rotating the bin. So they were sitting out. This is everything I found in an old shoe rotation. These are in really great shape. These are Allegrias or Allegria. I say Allegria, but Allegria, whatever you want to say. These are another comfort shoe wear brand. I think they do like cork footbeds, and these are in great shape. They're a metallic white embossed sandal, and they're size 38. So hopefully, since these are in such great shape, I can get like $35 for these. I have not actually listed a pair of Allegrias in a while. I did grab these girls' Uggs. They're a little bit dirty, but I just liked that star, so I did grab them. You know what? Should I take these to Once Upon a Child and just get money really quickly? I don't know. I really like them. They're so cute. I might list them just because they make me happy. So got those guys. Oh my gosh, I have so many shoes. So my last pair of shoes are these Fit Flops, and they're again kind of like a caged ankle style. Fit Flop is another comfort shoe wear line, and I see a decent amount of Fit Flops, but a lot of them are really worn. So I was happy that like the suede was in good shape on these guys, and maybe the style could be $30 because it's like not just a classic flip flop fit flop. There, yeah, you can see it's Fit Flop. So crap. All right guys, that is everything for this whole bins haul. Everything I got in 4 hours shopping at the bins. Honestly, it's kind of like 50-50 stuff for me to sell and stuff to take to buy, sell, trade. So if you want to see what Crossroads purchased from me, keep an eye out for that video because I feel like it's probably going to be posted after this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in another video very soon. Goodbye.